Okay. You guys know what an angle is? It is two rays that have the same initial point. So as an example of an angle would be this guy and that guy. That's an angle. Nice job. Two rays have the initial same initial point. That initial point is called the vertex. It's one of the vocabulary points in here. The measure of the angle is the amount of rotation from one side that we give it a special name. It's called the initial side. To another side that we call the terminal side, where it terminates. It's the amount of rotation to get us there. That's the measurement of that angle. Angles in standard position have an initial side that is on the positive x-axis and a vertex at the origin, or a picture that looks like this. This would be an angle in standard form. This would not be an angle in standard form. Make sense? Standard form is just with this guy, this initial side right there, on the positive x-axis. It looks like that all the time. That's a standard angle form. Okay. There is a counterclockwise direction of opening is called a positive direction. Talked about that. A clockwise way is a negative direction of opening. That kind of matches to the way we number the coordinates or the quadrants, right? We go counterclockwise. One of the reasons why those two things match. We both go counterclockwise. We match those two ways of labeling things. Coterminal angles are angles that have the same terminating endpoint. So for instance, this is the terminal side of the black angle. If I draw a blue angle right on top of it, if I draw, you know what, let's make it a green angle because that's fun. So if I draw a green angle, but instead of just opening it that much, I open up that much and I keep going around in one more circle. That was a bad circle. Go around in one more circle to there. That green angle and that right angle are technically two different angles because we opened up more for the green one, but they're coterminal, so they kind of look the same and they wind up in the same spot, but we actually rotated it in an additional time. Make sense? Like 360, 720, 1080. Okay. Cool. Let's draw some of these things. Okay, I just need approximate graph. I don't need anything specific. I just need generally where that angle lies, that terminal side lies. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't need you to bust out your protractor and measure it and get it in the exact right spot or almost exact spot and make it look pretty. I just need you to have a general understanding of where it goes. Here's some general understanding pieces. Okay? Does that look like a 145 degree angle? Okay, so don't draw it like that. Okay? Does this look like a 145 degree angle? Don't draw it like that. Does this look like a 145 degree angle? No. What's the black angles measure about-ish? 45, right? And the green one was like 90-ish. And the red one was like 180-ish. Okay, so let's get a bearing on where 145 needs to be. If this right here, if that's 45, that's 90, that's 180. So we want to kind of be between 180 and 90. We know that, right? We also... Do we want to go to halfway between 180 and 90? What's halfway between 180 and 90 on this section of the graph? 135. So we want to go a little further than that. Okay? So our actual angle that we want to draw is not, you got to kind of estimate it, not halfway, but a little bit more than halfway. A little bit more than halfway, 10 degrees more-ish. And then I want you to label this and just say 145 degrees. Give a little arrow, say it just opens that much. Okay? If you whipped out a protractor and measured that, it's probably not going to be 145, but it's about there-ish. Okay, just get it in the right area. That's okay. So like -15, we said that's a clockwise opening. So if we have our initial side there, you start by drawing the initial side. That's why it's the initial. And then open it 15 degrees. We got to go down, we got to go clockwise for -15. So we just go down and we write -15 degrees. Ish. Does that look like -15? Should we be a little tighter, a little more open, a little tighter maybe? Maybe. There. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Just get it approximate. You could have said that looks like -10 degrees, whatever. It's close. It's not, tell you what, it's not -45. That's pretty darn clear, right? It's really kind of all I'm looking for. Okay, 725. Okay, here's our initial side. Okay, how do we draw a 725 degree angle? We have to rotate, right? How many rotations is that? 720 is 2. So 725 is 5 more degrees than 2 full rotations. That's 360. That's 720 and 5 more. And you can just label this 725 degrees. Cool. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to answer these 3 questions kind of on your own and see where you go. If you really understand what we're doing, you can kind of get this. Okay? So go ahead and read these through. If it's already positive, I want one more positive. And then I want a negative coterminal angle for that. And then B, I want another positive and a negative. And then C, I want another negative and one positive. So go ahead and do that.